So before we get started here today with the review of the Stormtrooper Commander, I wanted to update you on my 40th anniversary 6-inch collection. A few weeks ago in one of my videos, I showed you guys a trade that I made for the Boba Fett 40th anniversary figure. I traded one of my Luke Skywalker 40th anniversary X-Wing pilots. They both roughly go for about $250, so it's basically an even trade with a very, very good collector. The guy packaged the item very, very well. However, unfortunately, due to UPS sending the package back and forth between their hubs, I think they probably sent it back and forth about 10 times. The package was damaged, and it damaged the card of the figure. So needless to say, I was very, very disappointed. So in that video, one of my viewers happened to be watching, and he goes by the name of Mike O'Reilly, and he reached out to me on Messenger and asked if I wanted to trade my damaged card Boba Fett anniversary figure with one that he had that was in much better shape. And I was very shocked that he would make such a wonderful gesture. And we went ahead and made the arrangements and made the trade. And this guy came in just a couple of days ago in very good shape, very nicely packaged by Mike O'Reilly. So I wanted to give Mike a huge, huge shout out. And I also sung his praises in the collection community on Facebook. And there were plenty of comments that just absolutely loved what Mike did here for a fellow collector. So again, Mike, shout out to you. Dude, you are the best. And I can't thank you enough for what you've done for me, providing me with a much suitable version of the figure. And by the way, Mike is going to be opening that crushed Boba Fett card, and so that's why he decided to make the trade. So again, I thought it was a wonderful, wonderful gesture, and I can't tell you guys how appreciative I am that he went ahead and did that for me. So again, Mike, I really, really appreciate what you've done for me, and I want to again give you a huge shout out on the channel here today, guys. So that is my 40th anniversary Boba Fett story. These Boba Fett figures have been a nightmare to track down, even the retro collection Boba Fett, which, by the way, I did have to unfortunately go on eBay to purchase because I was not able to find it in any of the stores out here in California. Each store that I went to had a full set of the retro collection, but each one was missing Boba Fett. So obviously there are some people out there who are purposely targeting that retro collection Boba Fett and selling him on eBay for about 3 times the cost, the retail cost of the figure. And now those retro figures have actually gone on clearance for $5. So a lot of those guys are making a killing with that Boba Fett figure on eBay. So unfortunately, because I am somewhat of a completist, I did go on eBay and purchased the retro collection Boba Fett for about $26. So I do expect to have that in very shortly, and once I do, I will make a video displaying that full collection of both waves of the retro collection. All right, guys, so today we're going to get a look at the GameStop exclusive gaming great Stormtrooper Commander from Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Absolutely cool looking figure. Pre-ordered this guy a couple of months ago, just got him in just the other day. So obviously, guys, we are going to get a look at this particular figure, guys. So per usual with the Gaming Greats box, we get a very cool looking box here with the Star Wars logo, Black Series Gaming Greats sticker off to the side. And then we have our figure pictured in the window with his weapons. And then we have the illustration of the figure just below that. Of course, we have the name of the figure, Stormtrooper Commander. And then, of course, Force Unleashed logo, Hasbro warning label, 4 and up, guys. Let's get a look at the other side of the box. On the other side of the box, we just have our blue shaded side of the box, no numbering, Gaming Greats logo, and then we have Stormtrooper Commander just below that. On the back of the box, we have our Star Wars Black Series logo, Stormtrooper Commander, and then of course we have our information on the Stormtrooper Commander, which reads as Star Wars The Force Unleashed follows Darth Vader's secret apprentice trained to hunt down and destroy Jedi, while Stormtrooper commanders lead Imperial troops into battle. So, little information there on our Stormtrooper Commander. Very cool stuff there. And then, of course, again, we have our Force Unleashed logo, all of our warning information there at the bottom of the box. Disney Hasbro logo at the bottom of the box. And then as for the other side of the box, we have Stormtrooper and then Stormtrooper Commander shaded in blue. All right, guys, so of course, as usual, we're gonna pull this guy out of the box, get a look at the articulation, all of the detail, the weapon and accessories, and then of course, we're gonna put him in a couple of photos, diorama scenes, just to get a look at the figure and the display possibility. All right, so we have our Stormtrooper Commander out of the box, and it is always nice to get an additional Stormtrooper to add to the army build, but to get one with a specific color scheme is even more special. So obviously it is a pleasure to have this particular guy as a part of the collection, guys. So let's get you a closer look at the figure. So getting you guys a closer look at our Stormtrooper Commander, as you can see, there is a good deal of weathering on the thigh guards, the belt area, chest area, underneath the arms there, on the helmet. So lots of scarring and chipped paint, which is absolutely awesome. Even got a little dust on the butt there, so that's cool. And I love the color pattern. Just really, really nice stuff there on the shoes as well. It's very cool to get this guy straight from the Force Unleashed game. So that is awesome. Comes with 2 weapons. As you can see, he's got his, he has his large gun here, and then his side blaster in its holster in the back, and we'll get a good look at that additional accessory as well. And those are the only 2 accessories that this figure comes with. So let's get a look at the articulation. So your Stormtrooper Commander is going to give you a straight arm like so. So your elbow bend is going to go about that far. There are some limitations there with the forearm guard there. So there are some limitations there, getting him to get that arm all the way up to his head. You do have the 360 motion in the arm. Your twist is at the bicep. So you have your twist at the bicep. There's also a twist in the wrist as well. You also have the hinge in the wrist. Mine is a bit tight, but there is a hinge in the wrist as well to give you that up and down action in the wrist. Due to the shoulder guard, you're not going to get a good extension going out to the side, unfortunately. That's probably as far as it's going to get, so that's a bit unfortunate in the articulation. In the leg area, he's going to give you a straight out like so, which is really, really good. A knee-high bend, it goes about that high. Excellent. Goes back about that far. Really good stuff there. Kicks out to the side about that far. Not too bad, given the fact that there is some limitation with some of the material that's on the belt. Your twist is in the thigh. So you have a twist in the thigh, the ankle area. It's gonna go down really, really far. Goes up about that far. In the torso, he's going to go down about that far, back about that far. You have a really, really good range of motion in the torso. And then of course you have your right to left, which mine is a little stiff, as you can hear that clicking. But nonetheless, he is capable of getting that right to left twist in the torso. And then of course for the head area, he's gonna go down about that far, looks up really well, very far. And then you have your left to right turn. And then of course you can also get that head twist, that head nod as well. So really, really cool articulation with your Stormtrooper commander from the Force Unleashed game. And then as I had mentioned earlier, your figure comes with two different weapons. Of course, we have the heavy artillery and the side blaster. Both come with pretty decent paint apps. You get kind of a machine gun wash on the heavy artillery gun, and then the blaster is your standard black blaster with the got a little bit of the silver there for the paint app. So pretty good, not too bad, typical for what we've seen in this line before. Guys, so there he is, your Stormtrooper commander from the Force Unleashed game, a GameStop exclusive here in the United States. Very cool figure. Again, it's always nice to get another Stormtrooper, especially one with a specific color scheme. So this is very, very awesome, and I'm glad to have him join the ranks of the Stormtroopers here today, guys. So really cool stuff, very cool figure. Little to be left desired in regards to the articulation with this figure, but of course that would be typical of your Stormtroopers, so no surprise there. Just a really cool figure to have with a different paint scheme on the armor. So that is very awesome, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have you picked up this figure? Have you received your figure? I know quite a few of us were charged a few weeks ago and did not receive our shipments until recently. So let me know what your thoughts are. Do you have this figure? Do you plan on picking up this figure? Let me know. Put those comments down below. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost. May the Force be with you.